100% my moment. 2019 was cool, but I'm telling you, 2020 is gonna be. If you like violence, if you don't, it's whatever. They could turn it into something else. But if you like violence, 2020 will be a very powerful year, and we got a lot of options. I got a lot of tickets in my hands. I gotta just stop being lazy. I gotta go to the gas station, just cash them in. That's all I gotta do. But I've been working 16 years hard for this. A lot of people calling me a money whore. You're wrong. I am a whore, and I do love money, but it's time for me to get paid, and I'm gonna get paid, motherfuckers. And if you like it, good. And if you don't, too fucking bad. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm getting paid, whether it's in boxing, it's MMA. The next one's gonna be the next biggest check, and so on and so on. You know why? Because I don't pull out of fights. I don't get caught using steroids. I fucking make weight, and every time I sign that dotted line, win or lose, I fucking compete and I fight. So 2020 is gonna be the best year for my fans. I'll tell you that much,
Well,
and for the haters too, because they're gonna have something to hate about, man.
well, here, get this. Yesterday, Dana White's doing an interview, and he says Conor McGregor wants to fight Jorge Masvidal after Cowboy. I'm sure you've heard that at this point. Dana just said it yesterday. What's your reaction to that?
That's one of the lottery tickets we're possibly gonna cash on in.
That feels
You
like
know?
the biggest lottery ticket, though.
Nah, it's not the biggest lottery ticket, but it's one of the lottery tickets.
What's
You know,
bigger? What's a bigger lottery ticket than you versus Conor? That's huge.
me versus Mayweather.
Do you want Mayweather? We know Mayweather's
I
about to
want,
come back.
I want cash money. I got children, and those children's got needs, and I love to fight, man. And one of my first loves growing up was boxing, and then I fell in love with wrestling, and then UFC came about, and I was like, wow, I could do the both of them at the same damn time. So I fell in love with UFC, and that's all I've done, the MMA, But I can box my ass off. I'm not saying I'm a better boxer than Mayweather, but man, I'm gonna be in there with bad intentions, trying to hurt him. A well-conditioned athlete that's not gonna fade. I'm not gonna fade in the eighth or ninth round. I'm gonna be there for the whole night. So I want to get into the biggest, toughest, roughest fights possibly that I can, and make a paycheck on them as well.
Yeah,
Get compensated for my skills.
Conor reportedly upwards of $100 million for his fight with Floyd. I know you're not big because you've told me this when we talked once before. If somebody doesn't want to fight, you're not big into like trying to bait them into fighting. But if Floyd Mayweather, who has said he wants to come back in 2020 and fight an MMA guy, if he's watching this right now, what's your message to him, Jorge?
It, if you're looking for a fight, I'm right here. If you're looking for an easy paycheck, then go back to Japan, beat up those little guys, man. But if you're looking for a fight, like Mayweather's done so much, I can never discredit that guy. He's done tremendous things. I've grown up watching the guy. He's a hell of a star. If he wants to fight someone that's gonna come give it his all and try to execute him and get him out of there, because that's the only thing I'm trying to do is turn his lights off. It's me, man. If not, if you want to fight like a guy like Khabib that doesn't know how to box, that doesn't his strength is to wrestle.
Right.
He doesn't ever box. He doesn't beat guys boxing. He wants to fight that guy. I get it, man. Mayweather's paid his dues. He can do whatever the hell he wants. But if he wants to fight something that he's gonna have to get up for early in the morning and train in the morning, train at night, that's me, man. If you want something easy, then yeah, go get the other dudes.
He might be the greatest defensive boxer ever. You
Oh, definitely,
out
definitely, definitely, definitely. His skill set is he's on his own other planet of the way that he boxes. He could have beat a lot of the greats.
with your power. Do you have a legit shot to win that fight? I mean, that seems like a tall order, right? Obviously,
Uh,
if you win,
it's not.
you watch him, but he's a great fighter. He's a great boxer. Could you realistically beat him?
I'll tell you this much. Has he thrown 10 million more jabs than me? Yes. He's while I've mastered kicking, kneeing, elbowing, wrestling, defending wrestling, jiu-jitsu, defending jiu-jitsu, applying jiu-jitsu. He's just mastered one craft and one craft alone.
Right.
So in the realm of boxing, sure he's superior. But is there elements that I saw in the Mayweather? It laid out a good blueprint of things that they're just not used to and not gonna get used to it overnight. The way that we move, the way that we throw is awkward to them. Where we generate power from, the angles that it comes, and certain clinch fighting. You can get the beta of the UFC fighters, the beta of the MMA fighters, and put them in the clinch with the boxing, and they're just gonna muscle that guy around. They're gonna throw him around. It's not a wrestling match, but you are allowed to clinch in boxing and walk a guy back, get him into the ropes, and go to work. It's something that Mayweather naturally does for the guys. He just back himself up into a rope. I'm not gonna get tired throwing at him, and I'm gonna be able to tie him up. I obviously have a game plan in my head. I would execute it, and I have all the decision in the world that I would be able to pull the trigger on that game plan for 12 rounds. So obviously, I'm betting on myself with everything I got, man. And my fight IQ mixed with the power, I'm leaning towards me always, you know.
Hey, I hope that happens, and that would be a monster fight, man. I can't.
Yes, sir.
You know that would be wild. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that should be wild. Hopefully, it'll be Conor in April, May, and then they were talking about Mayweather returning in November. That'd be a pretty good year, you know.
Hey, talk about the lottery. If you want to cash in some lottery tickets, I
We're
think.
gonna call 2020 the year of the lottery.